Senator Blunt Rochester.
Thank you, Chairman Cassidy, and thank you to our witnesses. In Delaware, I was the former Secretary of Labor. In the House of Representatives, I was the founder of the Bipartisan Future Work Caucus. But more important than any of that, I am the granddaughter of two steelworkers, Lillian Lucille Jackson and Floyd Julius Jackson, folks that were able to, working in a steel ball bearing plant, make a good living for my family and uplift them into the middle class. And so I can say I am a witness to the importance of apprenticeship opportunities in connecting people to good work and also building a skilled workforce for our country. I'm also proud that in Delaware, we continue to invest in apprenticeship system, in our system, especially when it comes to expanding opportunities for young people. And for me, some of my proudest moments in Delaware in recent years have been working with our building trades and seeing shovels go in the ground on these massive programs. I actually said at one of our press conferences, when I hear beep, 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 I think somebody's working. That's good news. And so for me, this is what you're doing is critically important, and this conversation is as well. But we also know that if there are no jobs, what happens is that these apprentices are not on the path to the American dream, they're on the path to unemployment. And so, again, this conversation is important. And we know right now that our economy, we have seen worst job market since the Great Recession in 2008. Amazon just laid off 14,000 people yes, Amazon just laid off 14,000 people. And basically, AI, while that's not necessarily the cause, they're saying they're not going to replace people because of it. So to President Booker and President Downey, do you think that the skilled jobs your apprentices and members perform are resilient in the face of AI-related automation?
I think there's a certain extent of resiliency. I mean, when you look at these data centers that I've toured a bunch of them, somebody's got to pour the concrete, they got to tilt up the walls, they got to build the cages, they got to do that. So I mean, it takes skilled hands to do that, and that's what we pride ourselves in doing, is to actually have the people that do that. At the end of the day, though, if these data centers and this AI has the ability to take human capital away, which I think that's the future, we've got to figure that out, and that's not a partisan issue. That's an American worker issue that we've got to figure out collectively. How do we protect jobs? How do we protect people while embracing the future and embracing technology? And I don't have the answer, but I do know if you train people, they're going to be able to participate in this economy. They're going to live the American dream, and they're going to be able to provide for their family and in their community.
Thank you. President Downey?
I would just like to add that we've been around for 129 years, and we've evolved from steam to diesel to hydraulic, GPS equipment, and we're going to continue to evolve and be right there as technology changes.
Thank you. I'm going to shift briefly to Dr. McCain. I'm the ranking member on the Coast Guard Maritime and Fisheries Commerce Subcommittee, and I want to emphasize our maritime and shipbuilding workforce is truly the backbone of our industrial base, and without the skilled men and women to build the ships and maintain the fleets, we will not sustain our competitive advantage. Dr. McCain, with automation, advanced materials, and digital design changing the nature of shipbuilding, what skill sets are most urgently needed in today's workforce?
We definitely need students with that science, technology, engineering, and math background. And we realize that, and so that's why we have invested in our pre-apprenticeship program, giving them those math skills and the technology skills, where we invite them to actually come on our campus, and we train them and give them those opportunities before they're actually employed. So we move them from pre-apprenticeship into apprenticeships, and it's amazing to see the maturation of that. And now they're into jobs that they can actually handle, and they can handle the technology.
Thank you. And last question to Mr. Booker. Delaware is working to expand registered apprenticeships to non-traditional fields like community health workers. In your testimony, you mentioned that assistance is needed for emerging industries looking to develop apprenticeships. What lessons learned can you share with emerging industries who want to build successful apprenticeship programs that maintain high standards for both workers and employers.
I think it's collaboration with your management partners. I think putting employees or workers in with employers and management is the first step. Figure out how you're going to fund it yourself. Don't look for a government handout. Don't look for a corporate bailout. Let's figure out how we're going to fund this ourselves, come up with the curriculum, come up with a real collaboration and relationship for a path forward.
And I will be asking questions for the record because I also want to hear, particularly from the nursing perspective. We have a nursing workforce shortage bill, so we'll be asking more questions for the record. But thank you to the witnesses.